Done! What do I do now? Kirk and I have been working non-stop to get this RV finally finished.
And I'm gonna cut along this line to create this little heat shield.
Does it fit perfect?
It fits us.
But everything always takes a little bit longer than you think.
Not exactly sure what this plumbing does.
Got it. You're Kimmy-proofing.
I wouldn't say proofing.
This is really only the beginning. Fortunately, we're still having fun along the way.
Fitz, what are you doing?
Even if it's taking every last bit of energy out of us.
I'm so mad at the Instagram home improvement influencers.
Time-lapse it all and then...
Yeah, like it'll be done in 35 seconds.
But nothing beats a hard day's work. We are back at it again. Another day in Sylvie, the RV, and gosh, it feels like every day we make tiny progress, but now that the cabinets are up, it feels like it's really coming together. So even though we still have a lot of work, it feels good to see a significant change, at least in aesthetics around here. Today, Kirk is gonna work on some, I don't know, what are you working on today?
I'm gonna put a heat shield here.
Oh yeah.
Get ready for the backsplash. This gets hot apparently. I gotta remove this panel, this access panel inside here, and I gotta cut a piece of sheet metal. Probably use some construction adhesive and maybe like some staples so that it's flush. And then I'm going to do some of the slide maintenance. I gotta oil up the slides, and I'll probably start looking at the slide toppers because I plan to do those tomorrow. So
yeah. Meanwhile, I'm gonna be painting the bottom of the walls while watching Netflix on my phone. And then after that, I just ask Kirk what to do because he knows everything that has to be done, and I just go, I'm done. What do I do now? So that's what's happening today. Let's get to it.
alright, I got this piece of sheet metal and I'm going to use a die grinder right here, and I'm gonna cut along this line to create this little heat shield. I started with the die grinder here, and I wound up switching to the 10 snips, and I'm gonna just go ahead and file it. It's a little harder on the hands, but you get a cleaner, straighter cut.
All I did was pour paint. This is how I'm gonna start my day.
So obviously heat is an issue here. So to mitigate that from the stove, this is the heat shield. I just trimmed it out of a piece of sheet metal. And it looks like it's a perfect fit up in here. And then we'll adhere this to the cabinet, and then we'll adhere the black backsplash to this. And I might do a small heat shield here on the back side.
Hey there, does it fit perfect?
It fits us. Alright, that's all I have left, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in that high. There's more of a gap on the back side, so I don't think the heat shield needs to go all the way up the side. Alright, I opened up the panel in here, and it looks like there's a P-trap. It goes to some sort of vent to nowhere. And then there's some ball valves here that appear to go nowhere, so not exactly sure what this plumbing does. All right, for this job, I loaded up the automatic caulking gun for the construction adhesive, the brad nailer, because I gotta put the slide trim back on, and then my crown stapler is pneumatic, which means I need a compressor, so I'm bringing the propane and the generator over there so that I can finish the job. All right, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna use this Loctite Power Grab heavy duty interior exterior construction adhesive, and just because I have a electronic caulking gun, I'm gonna use it. And I'm gonna put it on the back side of both of these, and I'm gonna try to staple it with this 1/2" stapler, light duty. If not, then I'm gonna pound it in with some pneumatic crown nails. So we'll see if that penetrates the sheet metal enough.
How thick is that metal?
It's pretty thin. It's 26 gauge. It's probably 100 thousandths.
So we just need it to block fires.
It's just a heat shield, so that, yeah.
So that we don't do what the old people did and burn our kitchen down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it gets too hot, then this will eventually get hot enough to start that on fire, but it'll have to spread. The heat transfer through here is much better than directly on a piece of wood, especially with fire, with the propane fire going.
Got it. You're Kimmy proofing.
I wouldn't say proofing.
What?
Resistance.
You're Kimmy resisting?
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of stuff on here. Alright, so I'm going to use an engine degreaser to degrease this little panel, because there's some stuff on here. That way, hopefully that adhesive, the construction adhesive, will stick a little better.
Oof! Stinks.
Probably should do it outside. Let's see. I'm gonna let these sit in the sun so they can.
That's gross. There's this fly, and it's dead in between the windowsill. That might have been here for years. Years. The world may never know how you died, but I acknowledge your passing.
The surface is really smooth, so I'm going to go ahead and sand it with some 150 here. Alright, I went ahead and scuffed up both sides so that one side will stick to the cabinet and the other side will hopefully stick better when the backsplash adhesive is put on. Channel locks. check valve was open. Wasn't building no pressure.
Cool. That one worked?
Yep.
It is hot in here. I have sweat all over my face. But I'm painting and pulling up staples all over the place. Don't tell Kirk, but I just dropped my phone in the paint bucket. So we've been at this all day today. It's about 5 o'clock and I'm so tired again. This is a lot of work. It doesn't just come together with a snap of the fingers. Even though we're just doing, you know, like I said, we only chose to do paint and flooring and, you know, as well as getting all the essentials done, but it is a lot of time. Yeah, it's definitely draining, and especially when we have a slight time crunch because, you know, police decided they didn't want us here, so we're trying to get done as fast as we can, which means less breaks, no days off, and you just start to feel it a little bit, but just keep thinking about the end result and it makes it a little easier, a little bit easier. But, you know, something that I'll get used to because there's a whole house to come. I gotta keep remembering this is really only the beginning. We're in it for the long haul. Hopefully I look back at this in a couple years and I'm like, what a wimp. Jeez, Kimmy, grow a pair.
Alright, I was painting the doors. I'm coming in to check on Kimmy inside the RV. She should be painting. It's What are you doing?
I'm painting the inside of the fireplace. It was too far to reach back, so I just got in. Are you jealous? Are you jealous of me?
Come now, good.
You like it?
Yeah.
Good, because it is hot.
Are you happy with the progress?
Yeah, I am happy.
All fun and games until you gotta do work.
But like, who would have thought it was gonna be this hot?
It's gotta be at least 130.
Inside? I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I'm sweltering.
Feels like a sauna.
There's only one difference between you and me.
Only one? What might that be?
Just one. You do wild and crazy things knowing the full scope of what it takes and what it is and all the consequences. And I do wild and crazy things and I don't even want to know what it's gonna be like. I just want the full surprise, because if I knew, I might be boring.
I'm glad we painted that. It looks so much better.
I'm glad you like it. Okay, next.
Job's not done till when?
Cleaned up.
Long work day?
I'm so tired. My body is so tired. I'm so mad at the Instagram home improvement influencers who are like, redo your home on a budget. It's gonna be so amazing.
Time lapse it all and then...
Yeah, like it'll be done in 35 seconds. And for like $10.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And join us on Patreon.
Ow! Ow! My head. Ah! I just conked my head. Scooter.
That's why you got paint all over you right now.
What are you talking about?
You're inside a little cubby. Paint in your hair.
It's in my hair.
It's all over. It's everywhere.
It's on my face.
Yeah, it's on your legs,
And it's on my favorite shoes.
and your arms, and your hair.
To be fair, it got all over my hands and arms when I opened the pan of cake this morning.
Pan of paint.
Is that what I said?
Sound like it.
Can of paint. Can of paint. Pan of cake. What is pan of cake?
That's what it sounded like. I could be delusional because it's so hot in here.
I probably said it because I'm so hot. So what normally happens when I ask Muna to come help is Muna does everything and then I help her. But I think she knows that by now.